looking live inside the snack bar at Ephrata's War Memorial Field. Tonight, it's rivalry week as Ephrata takes on Warwick. Confidence is high as the Mounts come in 2-0. It's fired up in here, and they are ready to fire up a win. The Fox 43 Frenzy starts right now.
And open.
Well, they can throw a burger on the grill for me, that's for sure. Welcome to the High School Football Frenzy. Andrew Callista set the scene for us, and here's what we have for you. Warwick at Ephrata in the Lank Leb. I'm Todd Sadowski. Thanks for joining us. It's week 3 of the high school season. Some great matchups around our area this weekend. One of them unexpected. Bishop McDevitt and Central Dauphin both cancel their games as they deal with COVID issues. Their opponents make an extra phone call and decide to play each other. Harrisburg now travels to play Manheim Township for a noon kickoff tomorrow. Let's head back to one of the marquee matchups of the night. A lot of excitement and anticipation for this one as the unbeaten Ephrata Mounts host Warwick. Andrew, take it away.
Todd, it is a wild and crazy atmosphere here at the War Memorial. The cheerleaders are all into it. The band is into it. It is going to be a good one here tonight. And you know what? It has been a tremendous week already with what has been going on. Lindsay, you're going to be previewing some good football games in a little bit, aren't you?
I am. Obviously, I'm sticking around the Lancaster County area, but look at all this pride we have behind us. This is the 91st meeting between Warwick and Ephrata, and I have to say it's going to be a great one here tonight.
It is going to be a great one here at the War Memorial Stadium. The last time that Ephrata started 2-0, you have to go back to Y2K. We might be running the Mac machines later tonight if they go to 3-0, but tonight against Warwick, everyone here is fired up for victory.
Let's go back to 2018. Ephrata's Caden Kiefer leads the Mounts to victory over Northern Lebanon and snaps a 52-game losing streak. Pandemonium at the War, and since then, it's been a steady rise.
And we're going to keep on getting better. We were better yesterday than we were Monday, and we're going to be better tonight than we were yesterday. And keep moving forward and see what happens.
Seeing is believing. Warwick has dominated this series the last 15 years, but the Mounts with other plans tonight.
Everybody knows that, we've broken so many streaks, we can do anything we put our mind to. We believe we're going to beat Warwick. We believe we're going to come back with a trophy.
It's more than like a game. Like, we've been working this whole summer for this, just for this game. As much as all other games are important, we wanted this game. Our confidence is going through the roof right now, and we're going in with the attitude that we have one goal, and that's to win.
The George Mayo Trophy on the line. Warwick's Bob Locker wants to keep it in his possession. For that to happen, the Warriors must bounce back after last week's defeat.
It's a rivalry game. It's also exciting because, quite honestly, Ephrata's 2-0. We're 1-1. I think they got some good vibrations going through their program right now, so I look forward to a fantastic football game.
A little extra energy in this one. The school's separated by just 8 miles. Pack up the bus, load up the excitement.
It's good feeling. Home games are great, but there's nothing better than going on someone else's field and coming out with a win and knowing that you went to a hostile environment and you came out with a W.
What's that mean? Victory!
Student section is going to be packed. It's going to be unreal. It's going to feel like a college game out here for the teams coming out.
The War is going to be rocking. There's going to be a lot of people.
And that is what we call a good Friday night.
That is what we do indeed call a good Friday night. If Ephrata wins tonight, they may call me the streak buster. I was here the day they ended the 52-game losing streak. I gotta say, I might be a good luck charm. Lindsay, it's already been a crazy week. It's gonna be a crazy atmosphere here tonight.
Yes, but I don't want your head getting any bigger if they win tonight.
Hey, it needs the 50 years, so we'll keep getting bigger.
Well, Andrew, there's 2 teams behind us that are ready to rock and roll, but there's plenty more games slated for tonight. I give you a sneak peek of some of the top games and changes this coming weekend. Lampeter Strasbourg at Conestoga Valley, 11th Lampeter Bowl. CV proved last week they were a threat through the air with a come-from-behind victory over Garden Spot LS lost the first week to a very strong Warwick, reason why the Warriors are in our game of the week, but don't count out the Pioneers, even under a new head coach. COVID issues around the Mid-Penn teams. Bishop McDevitt was supposed to play Harrisburg, and Central Dauphin was set to play Manheim Township. Two great head-to-head games funneling down to one game on Saturday. With the Crusaders and Rams out of the mix, Harrisburg and Township didn't have to look far for an opponent. The Blue Streaks will host the Cougars Saturday at noon. Cedar Crest at Carlisle, a battle of the unbeatens. They know how to get it done on offense and loading up the scoreboard. I'm curious to see whose defense will show up. The Thundering Herd are stomping at a good season. Southwestern at New Oxford, two more unbeatens fighting in the York Adams. The Colonials haven't allowed a point yet this year, but the Mustangs have outscored their first two opponents 81-19, but the Ox have won the last two meetings between the two. That's just a taste of some of the games that are taking place, but Todd, help a girl out. Where else can they find some of the action tonight?
Yeah, thank you, Lindsay. Perfect weather for high school football as well, all across the area. If you want to check out all the action from week 3, or maybe just get caught up on what's been happening already on the field in weeks 1 and 2, make sure you visit our Frenzy website, fox43.com/HSFF. We'll be adding a lot more content tonight after the Frenzy Highlight Show on Fox 43 News at 10.
Yep, I got the whistle. You really have to earn your stripes to be out on the field. They're not just going to give you your spot. You have to earn it. Yeah, guys, plays over. Ball, get up. Plays over. You're good.
A historic night of high school football last Friday. We put the Fox 43 mic on the very first female to officiate a varsity football game in District 3. We appreciate the access, and we think you'll love the inside look at her big night coming up later in the program. The Fox 43 High School Football Frenzy is coming right back.
You're hearing the Ephrata band and cheerleaders. Welcome back to the High School Football Frenzy. We're coming at you live from Ephrata, where the Mounts will take on Warwick in less than an hour. To get you ready for kickoff, I got to bring in the head coach of Ephrata, Chris Miller. Chris, so great to see you tonight. How you feeling going into tonight's game?
No, I feel great. It's a great atmosphere. It's probably the coolest we've seen the war in 6 years since I've been here. It should be a pretty good atmosphere, and it's a beautiful night for football.
Now, what have you learned the last 2 weeks about your team that you're able to go 2-0 and chase the 3-0?
Yeah, I mean, we come into the season, we were kind of inexperienced in a lot of our skill spots, and we thought our line was going to be our strength. And they've really carried us the first 2 weeks and allowed our skill players to gain some experience. And now we're excited to see what we do against a pretty good Warwick team.
What's been the turnaround point with this team, especially the last few years since you've been here? You guys have been able to have above 500 team the last few years.
Yeah, I think a lot of it goes a long way. We had some great support from our community and our administration. The kids bought into what we were trying to do from the get-go. And I knew once we got this thing turned around and heading in the right direction, it was going to be pretty exciting. And the community hasn't disappointed us here the past couple of years.
And you're facing a very strong Warwick team. What's it going to take against those Warriors?
I know, we got to play the best game that we've played this year. We got to play well on offense and defense and execute on special teams. They're a very good team, and I think hopefully it'll be a fourth quarter game and see who can pull it out.
I mean, it's the 91st meeting between you guys. What's that special? I mean, every team can call it a rivalry, but what's that special bond between you guys, even though you haven't played in quite some time?
Yeah, I mean, these kids have grown up playing each other through midgets. We play each other in every sport, so we see them a couple times, and whenever you guys get together, no matter what the records are, the community always comes out and supports, and the kids always bring their best game.
And just lastly, Coach, you guys are taking the field on your home turf tonight. How exciting is that to get it going?
No, it's really exciting because it's really our first home game. Our game against Muhlenberg was moved to Saturday, so it's the first chance we get to play on a Friday night lights and in front of our crowd, and we're excited to see what it's going to be like.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Chris.
Thank you. Take care.
Appreciate it and wish you luck tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys, we will send it back to Todd in the studio here in Ephrata.
Thank you, Lindsay. No shortage of individual talent in our area. Plenty of big names committed to big-time programs. In this week's Top 5, we highlight some very, very impressive team and program accomplishments. We start with stout defense at number 5. Check out the anticipation from New Oxford's Holden Krabs. Jumps the route, makes the catch, and thwarts another drive from East Penn. 2 games, 2 wins, 2 shutouts for the Colonials D. At 4, huge W for Coach Miller in Dallastown. Kenny Johnson wins the hand fight for position, hauls in this beautiful pass from Owen Strauss, and there he goes off to the end zone as the Wildcats score twice in the 4th and take down the Blue Streaks from Manheim Township. Big boost for the kids in D-Town. Number 3, a running quarterback is a nightmare for defenses. CD East Tony Powell is a magician. Disappears from a collapsing pocket. Then he shows the vision and speed. Powell accelerates to the corner and is in the clear. Goes the distance for a spectacular Panthers touchdown. The season is on pause right now for Central Dauphin, but watch the Rams' Max Mosey bob and weave from left to right against Berks Catholic. A wall of blockers ahead for Mosey as he picks and chooses his way to pay dirt for CD. And our number 1 is actually number 800, as in 800 career victories at Steel High. They reached the milestone with an offensive explosion. Alex Irby just in time to Tyrone Moore, one of the premier small school programs in Pennsylvania, add 1 more to the win total and provide our top play. Whew, 800 victories. That's a lot of celebrations for one school, and someone's going to be celebrating after the clock runs out tonight at our Frenzy Game of the Week. So let's send it back to Andrew, who's with the visiting team's head coach.
Todd, one coach who has celebrated a lot in this rivalry, Warwick head coach Bob Locker. Coach, you've won the Mail Trophy a lot since you've been at Warwick since 2006. You've owned it. You don't want to give it back here tonight.
No, we certainly don't want to give the trophy back, but it's emblematic of a lot more than just a trophy. It's a neighborhood rivalry, neighboring school districts. But for us, quite honestly, it's us at 1-1 playing a 2-0 football team. It was a very good football team, and they got a lot of momentum right now.
Rivalry games are always special, especially when one team comes in with a lot of that momentum. You're trying to bounce back. We were joking around that it was a short bus ride. When you got a backyard brawl like this, 8 miles separating the football stadiums? It's pretty special.
It is. 15-minute bus ride. You know where you're going. You know what you're getting yourself into here. So, yeah, it's got all the makings of a very good evening.
What's been the attitude for the team? I mean, obviously, with all the success you guys have had the past couple seasons, you get knocked off last year against a very talented team. They know that if they want to compete for district titles and spots in district playoffs, that you can't take any game for granted. And tonight's almost not a must-win, but it's almost like that.
It is a must-win. You don't want to go to 1 and 2, and then eventually we're going to get to Section 2, which is going to be really difficult. So it's very important for us in terms of district rankings and PowerPoints and things like that to get to 2-1. But I also think for the first time in a really long time, it's important for us to bounce back from a loss the next week. Goes a long way back. Our last loss on a football field was to Cocalico in a district semifinal game. That was the end of season. So I think the kids have done a good job this week of recovering and getting ready for the task at hand.
The standard is the standard with you guys, even though you lost a lot of talent from last year's team. You know, Joey McCracken gone from the quarterback spot, but you got a great one in Jack Reed right here.
600 yards in 2 games. Jack does some things very, very well. I think it was beneficial for him to have been with us for 2 years, 9th grade and 10th grade year. It was beneficial for him to hang around Joey and learn something from him. But he's a talented quarterback in his own right, and we're looking for him to have a tremendous season.
Coach, give me one quick key to the game for you guys to come out on top and take that rivalry trophy back to your place again.
A little better ball control, a little better balance on the offense.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Have a good one. You've heard it from the man. He knows his way around the football field, Warwick head coach Bob Locker. When we come back, we're actually going inside the lines with our Wired Up to the first female official in the Mid-Penn Conference. That is a Wired Up you do not want to miss. Coming up on The Frenzy. here at Ephrata. The last time they started 3-0, we got to go back to the 90s. I love the 90s. Who doesn't love the 90s? And that's what they are trying to do here tonight. Welcome back to the high school Fox 43 football frenzy. It is a great year for high school football. We've already had history made on the gridiron, and it has nothing to do with stats. It has nothing to do with scores. It has to do with the first female official in the Mid-Penn Conference. Sonia Esses at back judge last week in the Halifax-James Buchanan game. She made history donning the stripes as a back judge. Her and her crew are the subject of this week's Wired Up, thanks to photographer Nick Vito.
Are you guys as nervous as I am?
No.
I was involved in youth football, and I just wanted to learn the rules. I wanted to know what the coaches, if the coaches were right or the officials were right, and curiosity got to me. Another official told me to take a class just so I could learn the rules. It's been a 4-year journey to get to this point. Are you my kicker?
Yes, ma'am.
Here you go. Being the first female in the area to officiate a varsity game, it feels incredible. Yep. I'm honored just to be allowed to be on the field with this great group of guys that have taken me under their wing.
All right, you want me to time the timeouts?
Nope, I got them. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. You're at 45 seconds now.
We all have been in this application, had our first game, and X years later, I still get excited about it, and I'm sure she will too. So she's one of the guys.
You got this side?
You got your call, right?
Yep, I got the whistle. You really have to earn your stripes to be out on the field. They're not just going to give you your spot. You have to earn it. Yeah, guys, plays over. Ball, get up. Plays over. You're good. You never know everything. You learn every time you're out on the field. I ran past it a little bit. I came back. If you've ever thought about it, you need to do it. It is one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. Nope. No good. If I can be out here for a varsity game, and if you study hard enough, anybody can be out here.
See the ball, be the ball, feel the ball, have fun.
This is why you take all those tests.
That's right.
That is a pretty awesome story. Very inspirational for anybody to get involved, whether it's a guy, like male-dominated sport or anything like that.
Do what you love.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look at this behind us. We got the
my
Ephrata
gosh.
cheerleaders. Come on. But I have to say, the weather cannot
my goodness.
be more perfect.
Best football weather is nights like tonight.
Absolutely. And I will say, Callista, we will need a coat tonight.
Yes, I think we need a coat tonight. Let's take a live look outside over Marietta. We do have mostly sunny skies. We've got temperatures mostly in the 70s right now. We're looking at 74 in Carlisle, 73 in Harrisburg, as well as Lancaster, 74 Lebanon, 71 in York. What makes the weather feel absolutely phenomenal is the dew points. Those are in the 40s and 50s. The lower that number is, the more dry and cool it feels outside. When it's sticky, that's when that number is way high up. So we're looking really nice when it comes to the weather tonight. A live look out at satellite and radar. Things are clear across the entire state. We're looking good. The cheerleaders are doing a great job here tonight. Let's talk about this game forecast because, as Lizzie mentioned, I think you want to bring the jacket outside tonight. Upper 60s for kickoff, lower 60s by the time we get back to the end of the game. Clear skies, good weather for the cheerleaders out here, good weather for the football team later tonight, right?
Absolutely. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Oh, yes, for sure.
This atmosphere has been just great. We have the crowd finally coming in. I mean, you said before, pumpkin latte.
Pumpkin spice weather, football weather. Grab the sweatshirt and come on out.
Absolutely. Well, that will do us for right now at the High School Football Frenzy live at Ephrata. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the High School Football Frenzy. We are live in Ephrata for the third week of high school football season against Warwick. It's the 91st meeting between Ephrata and Warwick, and I think we're going to have a really great night of football tonight.
It should be a good night of football. It's been a long time. We're talking like close to 21 years since Ephrata has been this good. Last time they were 2-0. Yeah, we're going back almost to Y2K in 2000s. They are fired up for this game. And hey, the last time they actually won the George Mayo Trophy, it was 2005. This is what they are playing for, and there's not anything better than raising up one of these trophies in a rivalry game to say that you are the owner of the hardware for at least one season, Todd.
That's the goal. One of those teams will do it at the end of the night. Thank you very much, Lindsay and Andrew. We'll hear more from them coming up on the Frenzy Highlight Show on Fox 43 News at 10. And if you miss out on any of the action or want to catch up on week 1 or week 2, just head over to fox43.com/HSFF. That just sets up week 3 of the high school football season. Thanks to Ephrata and Warwick for their help getting this week's show together. For Andrew, Lindsay, Alex Cawley, and everyone at Fox 43, we appreciate you watching. Stay tuned. The Nittany Game Week is up next, and we'll see you later tonight for Fox 43 News at 10.